children. Well, for more insight into Harris and Trump's family care plans, let's bring in Josh Enomoto. He's a contributor for Benzinga and Barchart. Josh, thanks for coming on the program. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, child care and elder care costs simply skyrocketing. How do you believe this is impacting family planning as well as financial prioritization?
Yeah, it has a massive impact. There was a recent Bank of America research paper that cited that compared to 2019 till now, the cost of childcare has increased about 32%. That is a tremendous acceleration in terms of the cost. And what you're finding is that, of course, in prior paradigms, we've seen that lower income households have struggled in terms of childcare. But now, because again of this 32% increase from the pre-pandemic years till now, that has started to impact the higher income households. So that has a tremendous effect on family planning as well as retirement planning.
Yeah, indeed, and the future is cloudy at best. So your thoughts on Trump's emphasis on tariffs to reduce child care costs, because there is no shortage of people out there criticizing tariffs, the way the whole global economy works nowadays. Do you think that this can work?
When you mentioned that tariffs, of course, that has been the talking point of one of the talking points throughout this campaign. I am still unclear on how imposing such a tax on imported goods is going to trickle down to households. It seems like it's more of political talk to kind of fill the empty airspace. But I also don't want to give the Democrats a pass either.
Sure.
Neither side has really provided a clear, comprehensive, or sensible plan on how to address this issue.
Yeah, a lot of we have your best intentions at heart. Just trust us. We've heard a lot of that. So,
right.
Look, it's expensive to raise children. You talked about the new study that came out. So obviously young families are going to be watching these two U.S. presidential candidates very closely. Look, we know that these plans are still being formed at best. So is there any way to tell how these two plans differ? What do voters go and look for immediate relief as well as long-term relief for families that are just struggling with rising costs?
Well, I think, again, going back to how neither party has a clear plan, but if I were to look at this matter objectively, it appears that the Harris campaign has a slight edge in terms of the feasibility, because as you mentioned prior in the program, she has Vice President Kamala Harris has consistently talked about capping that cost of childcare at 7%. Now, nobody really knows how that's going to happen, but you'll recall that the Obama administration, he gave a first-time credit to first-time home buyers to sort of rejuvenate confidence in the economy following the Great Recession and the 2008 meltdown. And I think there's a similar idea that another type of tax credit could help in terms of that child care component. So the Democrats and specifically Vice President Harris has, I believe, a slight edge in terms of feasibility.
Okay. Look, we've talked a lot about child care, young families, but this nation does not do a good job of taking care of its elderly. We are living longer. People are outliving their savings. Quite often, children of elderly are put in the position of trying to ease this late life difficulty for their parents, but it's tough. Are there any answers out there? Is this something that candidates need to focus on more?
Yeah, this is another serious issue, and this is a problem that impacts both genders. When you talk about childcare, generally speaking, that has been a disproportionate impact on women because women generally tend to be that primary caregiver for their children. But when it comes to older parents, both men and women have to take care of their parents. And because of the massive size of the baby boomer population, combined with the fact that as baby boomers are entering retirement age and are requiring care in their advanced years, this is also coinciding with the millennial group entering their peak productivity years, their peak earning years. And so taking time away from that viable period of productivity presents a significant burden both for millennials and for their future financial retirement planning. So this is a major issue that has to be addressed, and unfortunately, we're not seeing too many productive.
Yeah, they're not out there beating the drum for this one like they should be. I hear you.
Exactly.